Oh boy. Who's getting hyped now? It's been a minute, but it's time, y'all, to return to the Ace Attorney Apollo Justice trilogy, y'all. It's time to play the next game in this series. I'm excited. Let's go to the game selection and see what that game is going to be. I already know what it is, but we started off with Apollo Justice, obviously. But now we got to move on to the next game. How do I go to the next game? That button. The next game on the list is Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies, which has like cutscenes and look at this. Look at this intro video. Look at this intro video. Look at Phoenix over here getting all dappered up, ready to go through some lawyering. Look at this guy. He thinks he's all cool and badass. Oh, it's going to play when I start? Okay, I won't look at this for too long. There's costumes? Oh my god. You can change your costumes. That is hilarious. Man, look at Phoenix over here. This sweater that he was wearing. This is what he was wearing in Apollo Justice. He was trying to like hide who he was, or that's what it felt like anyway. You can have the old school suit. I guess he does have a little bit of a different flavor. Whew. Style and street clothes for Apollo. Apparently also Athena Sykes has the Academy uniform. I'm good. What was from Trials and Tribulations? This one was. Oh, the Dahlia backstory. Right, with the frickin' P, a heart on his chest. Right. You right. I think in Apollo Justice he had a beanie on and he like just kind of looked like you couldn't see his hair, right? So you couldn't really tell it was him. That was it. But anyway, you're right. This is the flashback with Dahlia. Hilarious. Okay, anyway, I'm not going to pick any different costumes to start this off. But it looks like this one's got about 5 episodes to play. So it's going to be a long haul. But who's ready for some dang Apollo Justice, man? I'm excited. Sorry, I shouldn't call this Apollo Justice. More Ace Attorney. It looks like we're going to get back to playing as Phoenix, maybe as our main character. But I assume Apollo obviously will be part of this. And the graphics are going to look real spiffy with this one. So let's play some Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright, Dual Destinies. Or Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, however you want to say it. Okay, let's watch this video in its proper context. And that fucking judge. This is the first time we've had like an intro video for any of the games in the whole series. This is kind of cool. I like this. Why y'all running? Why y'all running? Why y'all running? Is it a bomb? Oh, it's an actual bomb. Holy shit. They bombed the damn courtroom? The fuck? That's a hell of a way to start the game. Dang, big boomies. Oh, and voice acting. What?
Where the law has been reduced to rubble. And it's up to us to restore it to its former glory.
And this voice is very familiar. Very anime. I know this guy's voice.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It looks like your target finally decided to make a move.
Make a move.
Don't you worry. I've got a trusty new partner on board.
Indeedly do.
Done. You bet. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
She's been with us for half a year, though I can hardly believe it. Anyway, her power will be our greatest weapon.
Will it now? Her ability to fucking faceplant or what? Jeez.
Are you alright, miss? Yeah, it's for this very reason I returned. Time to bring it to an end.
So this guy's voice is Sam Riegel or Sam Riegel? Well, I'll tell you this. He does anime, like the English dub. 100% he does, because I've heard his voice and stuff. I don't know if I've heard the TMNT, him playing Donatello. That doesn't... I don't watch any much new TMNT stuff. But anyway, we open the door to a new day and a new episode and a new video game with Phoenix Wright. Hell yeah. Look at him go. And the music just bops as usual. Now, who the heck is this guy? Oh, this is Apollo. I thought this was somebody else for a sec. Wait, why is Apollo looking all crazy? This is Apollo, right? He has the little V thing on his forehead. Looks like Apollo. Smells like Apollo. Episode 1, Turnabout Countdown. Here we go. The best thing about bombs is how they erase and destroy without discretion. You gotta go have lunch, DJ? Alright, see you after lunch, dude. Now, all I have to do is pin everything on that little girl. Are we talking about the girl in the yellow? Or a different little girl? Yo, it's my boys at the door. It's my boys. Man, they definitely updated the graphics of this game. And I'm thinking that this isn't all just due to the remaster collection that we're playing here. I think that's partially just because this game was on a later console. I believe this was a DS game? 3DS? Was this on DS or 3DS? I want to say it's DS. If it was 3DS, I don't know. But alright, welcome to, well, December 17th, 9:22 a.m. in the District Court Defendant Lobby number 5. Nope. Not feeling nervous at all. It's amazing what a girl can get used to. Even a tense atmosphere like this is no biggie. You doing okay, Athena? Okay, so there's Apollo. Definitely his Apollo who's wearing that outfit. What's up with this eye, though? Did he get fucking... Is he a pirate now? He's Apollo of the Seven Seas? Anyway, Athena's the girl in the yellow. I guess we're playing as her for this first part. Oh, Apollo. Yeah, doing great. Like, hum a little tune great. Oh, yeah? Well, that's good to hear. Although, I could have sworn I heard your voice crack for a second there. Oof. I'm that transparent, huh? Cracking? No, my voice isn't cracking. Nerves of steel here, I tell ya. This is Apollo Justice. He's a fellow lawyer at the office I work for. Apollo's the lead for the defense on this case. But I'm going to be there at the bench with him, doing what I can to help out. I'll do whatever it takes to defend Junie. Junie? Okay. Junie. Okay. Speaking of steel, how are you holding up? That explosion really did a number on you. I'm just happy that you're okay, Athena. Although, I can't pretend I have no connection to this case. That's why I'm going to see to it that Juniper's name is cleared. Okay, so Junie must be Juniper. Do we know any Junipers? None come to mind, but when we see who Juniper is, maybe. And I'm sure you feel much the same way. You got that right. I won't rest until Junie is completely cleared of all suspicion. Apollo. Athena. Who dis? Oh, you must be Junie. Thank you for doing this for me. Junie. Or Junie. Whatever. I don't know what voice I'm doing. Woods? Is her name Juniper Woods? Anyway, she's caffing. Gotta love the animations. I love that, actually. Hey, are you okay? No, I'm not okay. Sorry about that. I always seem to go into coughing fits whenever I get nervous. This kind of thing never happens. At home in the forest, though. This is Juniper Woods. She's my dear, dear childhood friend, and she's also our client for this case. The news keeps repeating that Junie is the alleged bomber. But that's ridiculous. There's no way Junie would do anything like that. Okay. I brought you a little snack, Thena. Just a little something from my garden. Hey, thanks. So, is this an orange or a tangerine? It's an orange. My grandma says that orange is the color of strength and endurance. Oh, I get it. Strength for the trial, right? Junie, you're always so good to me. Jeez, look at me. Standing here, clutching an orange to my chest with tears in my eyes. Well, don't you worry. We'll be so powerful in there, they won't know what hit them. Right, Apollo? Yeah, that's right. Come what may, this is one trial. We just can't lose. Oh, God. Don't look so nervous, Apollo. Your hair's drooping. Wait, what? Oh, shit. Apollo, wake up! Apollo! Apollo! Ugh. Damn, what happened to him? He got fucked up, I guess. Blood is seeping through his bandages. One of his wounds must have reopened. He must have got hit with part of that bomb. That's why he's got fucked up. All this time he was trying to put on a brave face, but he was really overdoing it. Mr. Justice! Who dis? Huh? The trial's about to start, sir. Please proceed to the courtroom, sir. What now? But Apollo's in no state to defend. I have to defend Juniper. What are we gonna do? The trial's about to start with or without us. There's only one other option I can think of at a time like this. But even if I called him now, he'd never get here in time. No. Wait, there's something else I can do. Apollo, give me all the evidence for the case. Huh? What are you gonna do? Bailiff? Yes, miss? The defense would like to submit a substitution of attorney petition. Dina! You're not seriously. You just concentrate on getting better. I'll defend Junie. All by yourself? Athena, stop for a second. Think about what you're saying. You've never once taken a case on alone before, right? Huh, no hay problema. I can handle it, I think. But I guess it's really up to you, Junie. Would you be okay with me taking over? Sure. I believe in you, Athena, and that's enough for me. Paul's like, fucking dumb. You're worried. Oh, you're worried for me, aren't you? To be honest, I'm pretty nervous too. I think my heart might just burst out of my chest. I like that Apollo still does the finger to the forehead thing. I remember him doing that. Anyway, but you're in no shape to stand at the bench now, so you'll just have to leave it to me. All right. I can see your mind's made up anyway. I hate it that I can't be there, but I know you'll give your utmost to defend Juniper. You bet I will. Rest assured of that. All right, so we're going in as a rookie. Here we go. My name is Athena Sykes. I'm still just a newbie, but I'm a lawyer. This is only the second time I've taken the lead in a defense case. It'll be the first time I stand up there alone, though. But I have to do this. And I'm definitely not about to let anything bad happen to Junie. So, like with most of these games, we've always end up seeing the flashback of the person's first case. We saw Mia's first case, we saw Phoenix's first case, and I believe we saw Apollo's first case too. So, even though they say this is Athena's second case, I'm guessing at some point along the way, whether it's in this game or a future one, we'll see the flashback to Athena's first case, because it'll be pertinent to something that happens. It almost always happens in this series. I could be wrong. Maybe it'll never happen, but I'm just guessing. But anyway, all right. Press on. Trial number 1, here we go. Jump right into it. December 17th, 9:46 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 5. Day 1. Court is now in session. All rise. For the Honorable Judge Douchebag. Court is now in session for the trial of Juniper Woods. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Aw, yeah, here we go. Oh my god, this fucking guy's still around? Haven't you died of old age yet? God damn, bro. Look at that hair he's got rocking nowadays. The prosecution is also ready, Your Honor. Don't act like you're... You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of being like one of the Turks from Final Fantasy VII. That's what he reminds me of. What would I have done if they suddenly changed judges? Well, as long as he's an old white guy, he's getting the same voice no matter what. With a crazy beard. I know in one of the cases in a previous game, there was like a Canadian judge that had like blonde hair. He was a different judge entirely. But I think even that guy gave similar voices. I just threw in some Canadian mannerisms in there. But yeah, if the judge ever changes, we'll worry about that later. But for now, Old man Judge is still alive too, along with this fucking guy. So here we go.
And what is the meaning of this? I was under the impression that Mr. Red Monkey would be my opponent today.
Yes, well, a substitution of attorney petition was submitted just a few moments ago. Due to the explosion in the courthouse yesterday, Mr. Justice is unable to continue.
I see. Not at all surprised he used that as an excuse to run away. With me as an adversary, who wouldn't want to feign illness in order to escape?
Bitch, please, you've lost so many trials.
What? The nerve of that guy. I'm going to give him a piece of my mind. Well, I would if I wasn't so nervous. This arrogant jerk.
You arrogant jerk. Widget. Oh. Wait, what?
No, Widget! Is my hearing getting worse? I could have sworn I heard the defense say something just now. No, you didn't hear anything at all, especially not from me.
How odd. I could have sworn I also heard something.
Oh, that would be my indispensable partner, Widget. He sometimes blurts out what I'm thinking. Well then, if that's the case, then it's a clear contradiction to what you just stated.
Contradiction?
You just stated that you said nothing. However, if that device of yours says what you're thinking, then you indeed said I was. What was it? Elegance at work?
Actually, it was arrogant jerk.
At any rate, what does it matter if it's a red monkey or a yellow monkey facing me? No fresh out of law school rookie can defend this witness.
Mr. Payne, I believe that's enough. Let us get back to the case.
Of course, Your Honor. I'm more than ready to show this little girl why they call me the Rookie Humiliator.
Are you really that? More like, I think you mean the You're the guy who gets humiliated by rookies. I think that's what they mean. I knew it. He really is an arrogant jerk. Arrogant jerk.
Ms. Sykes, if you continue to insult the prosecution, I will remove you from this court.
I'm very sorry. It was just a knee-jerk reaction.
Now then, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, if you please.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Here we go, y'all. Let's see what the case, what the points of this case is.
Now then, the incident occurred yesterday here at this very courthouse in courtroom number 4. At that time, the trial for a certain bombing was being held in courtroom number 4.
Ah, yes, I was presiding over that trial as well. And Mr. Justice was there as the lawyer for the defense.
A bomb that was being presented as evidence suddenly went off during the trial.
How convenient.
It was a terrible incident, and courtroom number 4 was completely destroyed.
Why would you bring a bomb into the courtroom as evidence? Who the fuck? Who decided that was a good idea? What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Fortunately, we were able to start evacuation procedures before the explosion occurred. Just a few seconds more, and it would have turned into a horrific loss of human life.
Including yours, hopefully.
But there was, in fact, one death, was there not?
That is correct, Your Honor. When courtroom number 4 was examined after the blast...
Oh, somebody died?
The body of Detective Candace Arm was discovered.
Damn. Well, R.I.P. that lady that I never seen before.
She was to take the stand as a witness later in the trial.
I thought it was a typo for a second, but I read that wrong.
I suppose she wasn't able to evacuate in time. What a terrible tragedy.
Something tells me that bitch was going to be the real witness to make sure that whoever did this was actually about to get put away. But now that bitch is dead, so we got to come up with some other strategy to get this dude. This dude with the fucking goggles on that we saw in the intro.
I must admit, I stumbled at least 10 times myself before I was able to escape.
Maybe the court should see about getting you even shorter robes.
The victim's body was found near the entrance to the courtroom. I suspect she stayed until the very end to help guide the others out safely. Your Honor, allow me to submit as evidence the victim's autopsy report.
So, she was probably killed not by the bomb. That's what I'm going to guess right now. Whether she stayed behind or not is irrelevant. Most likely she was killed in the confusion and not by the bomb. It's like whoever the killer is killed her to keep her quiet, basically.
And details about the bomb.
Alright, so we got arms autopsy report added to the court record. Hell yeah. We also got a stuffed animal bomb added to the court record. Okay, guilty! The time bomb that destroyed the courtroom. It was hidden inside a stuffed animal when it was detonated. Okay.
Okay, I know how this works. All evidence for the trial is filed in the court record.
When I want to check something out, I just use RB. You got it. There you go. RB. You're thinking the same thing. I think there'd be more damage to the body otherwise. Yeah, it looks like she got clonked on the head. So, like, unless they're implying that something fell off the fucking ceiling and clonked her in the head because of the explosion. But yeah, here you go. Trauma to the back of the head caused by a flat object. Time of death between 8 and 11 a.m. Okay, so flat objects. Back of the head. Got it. That's all we need to know. Also, here's her brand new shiny badge that shows she's a defense attorney. Oh, we also have the tab of the people here, too. Gotta remember that this is a thing. Anyway, another lawyer at the office. He's passionate about the law and hates anything that's not fair or just. Apollo Justice. Juniper Woods, our client in this case. We've been friends since childhood. A sweet girl who loves nature. She's 18, okay. Paul's only 23. Gaspin Payne, the prosecuting attorney. He just seems to exude unpleasantness. And then Candace Arm, the victim in this case, a detective who was heading up the investigation of the body. So yeah, she had the evidence. He killed her. The killer killed her bitch ass on purpose, 100%. Paulo needs an eye patch. I mean, I guess he got hurt in the explosion. So, hence the eye patch. I assume he'll take the eye patch off before the game's over. But alright, anyway. That's the court record. I better take a peek later. I just took a peek now. You're good.
Now then, please call the accused to the witness stand.
Alright, we're jumping right into talking to Juniper. Here we go.
Defendant, are you feeling all right? You're looking a bit pale.
I'm so sorry. I was feeling a bit weak when I first arrived here at the courthouse. But I'm all right.
Junie's really giving it her all. I'd better make sure I do the same.
Ha ha! If we could please proceed. Your name and occupation, defendant. Juniper Woods. I'm a high school student. Miss Woods, can you confirm you were in the courthouse on the day in question? Yes. I came to know Apollo Justice through my friend Thena. And so, I was there yesterday to watch his trial and lend my support.
Something's wrong. Junie's really scared.
Did you know I'm also known as the Defendant Humiliator? It looks like I have yet another chance to show everyone how I earned that moniker.
Ugh. Does his arrogance know no bounds? I have to protect Junie no matter what.
Hey, you arrogant... I mean, Prosecutor Payne.
Oh, she's got the finger point down.
What is it? Do you want me to demonstrate why I'm known as the Rookie Humiliator instead?
Deep breaths, Athena. Don't let him get to you.
Prosecutor Payne, Junie is telling the truth. Mr. Justice also backed to proclaim when we saw him in the defendant lobby. And Junie, he said that he was glad to get the lotus root you gave him too. He was? My grandma says lotus root's good for your eyes. She says they can even help you see into the future.
They can? Well, that's the perfect present for a lawyer. And if that's true, I guess he must not have eaten them. Because if he ate them, he would have seen that shit coming, right? Anyway.
A sweet, meek girl like this, blowing a courtroom to bits. I must say it's very hard to believe.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Now, Your Honor, don't let her seemingly innocent appearance fool you. The defendant had a motive for committing this crime. That's not true. I don't have any kind of motive. And I didn't even know the lady who was killed. I admit the investigation didn't turn up any connection between the victim and the defendant. However, that doesn't matter. The only thing that does is that her objective was the destruction of courtroom number 4 itself.
Oh, boy.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Why in the world would Miss Woods want to do that? That's a very good question, coming from a novice such as yourself. But first, a question for the defendant. Have you ever been brought up on a false charges? What? Why, yes. Yes, I have. And did that experience cause you to harbor a grudge against the court system?
Objection!
Now, wait just a minute. If that kind of thing was a motive for blowing things up, then every one of our clients would turn into bombers.
That's a valid point. We wouldn't have a single courthouse left standing in the land.
I concede the accused isn't the only one who might bear resentment against the courts. But Ms. Woods is the only person who could have committed this crime. Why? Because we have found some decisive evidence that proves the defendant's guilt.
Decisive, huh? I'll believe it when I see it.
It involves a very unique aspect of the bomb itself, Your Honor.
And what exactly was so unique about it?
Why don't we have Miss Sykes answer that question?
Huh? Me?
I notice that you appear to be very nervous, and well, gentlemen that I am, I'd like to offer you the chance to gain some confidence with such an easy question.
Could he be any more condescending? Really, what a thoroughly unpleasant man. L is for loser. Wow. Widget.
Huh. What did it just say?
Nothing. Not a single thing. Now, let's see. What was I supposed to do at a time like this? Oh, I know. The court record. The information I need is somewhere in the court record.
All right, Miss Sykes, let's hear your answer. What was unique about the bomb that blew up the courtroom? Was it because it was...
It's a stuffed animal, dude. Or it's inside of a stuffed animal. Mr. Payne, what kind of simpleton do you take me for? It was stuffed inside a stuffed animal. Its evil intentions covered up by a cute exterior.
Very good. Have a cookie. The bomb that went off in the courtroom was indeed hidden inside a stuffed animal.
There, how do you like that? Not bad, huh? I am fine, just like I said from the start. I can do this.
Yes, as I recall, the bomb was inside a stuffed animal the whole time. I never even got to take a look at it. But what connection does this impish elephant have with the defendant?
The answer to that question lies in another piece of evidence, which I have here.
That looks like a fucking tail, I guess. Like the stuffed animal tail that got ripped off.
And what, pray tell, is this? It appears to be a little singed.
It's a tail, Your Honor. The tail of a poor victim of the explosion.
This is incredible. Are you saying it's Detective Arm's tail?
Oh my god. Oh my god. This judge is the dumbest judge ever, bro.
Your Honor is so very close, but no. It belongs to this stuffed animal.
Okay, so it's just the tail off of this thing. Got it.
It's called the Phony Fanty. A rather unpleasant name, if you ask me.
The Phony Fanty.
He's the mascot for a campaign to eliminate false evidence and false charges, is he not?
Exactly. His motto is phony evidence is just trunked up.
That's so wrong on so many levels.
The Phony Fanty's tail is made of vinyl cloth, and we found something very interesting on its surface. The defendant's fingerprints. What? The Phony Fanty provided the prosecution with all the evidence we needed. It clearly proves that the accused handled the bomb.
Wow, she punched herself in the eyes with her fucking ponytails. That happened. But that doesn't make any sense. Why would Junie's fingerprints be on it?
That does appear to be pretty irrefutable evidence. The court accepts it into evidence.
Phony Fanty tail added to the courtroom record.
Ms. Woods, do you have an explanation for this?
I don't understand.
How about you, Ms. Sykes? Do you have any plausible explanation to refute this decisive piece of evidence?
Well, I can't do it. I can't think of a single thing. But I'd better come up with something. For Judy's sake.
If you can't produce an answer, we could always go straight to the ruling if you prefer.
No, I have to say something fast. Okay. Oh no. I can't get my voice to work. Why now of all times? What do you mean you can't get your voice to work? What does that even mean? I thought I overcame this already. Maybe I'm still not ready to stand in court. Oh, God. What? Okay. She's got some trauma. Oh, cutscene. Oh, my God. The hell? This has got real adult real fast. Look at this freaking bloody samurai sword. Puddles of blood. What the heck? She stood on trial as a witness as a kid. Oh my God, this is totally going to be something we see later. Athena as a kid.
As you can see, there is no room for debate.
Objection!
Hell yeah, there he is. It's your boy.
Why, it's you.
It's you. Hell yeah. Love that this game has cutscenes. This is a nice add-on. I love this. Objection, motherfuckers, I'm here. Sorry it took me so long to get here, Athena. Apollo explained the whole thing to me over the phone. He asked me to come help you out in his place. Thanks for coming. I hate to admit it, but I was having a real rough time on my own. You didn't even do anything yet, dude. Oh, I don't know. I think you were doing just fine, all things considered. And you hung in there, giving me enough time to get here. Now let's turn things around. You got it, boss.
Ho ho ho! Look who showed up out of the blue. If it isn't Mr. Phoenix Wright, you always manage to surprise me.
Hell yeah. Your Honor, Mr. Payne has called for an early ruling. But I believe there are still many things that need to be deliberated. How did Ms. Wood's fingerprints wind up on the stuffed animal tail? How was the bomb even detonated? Until these questions are answered, I assert it's impossible for a fair ruling to be made.
You are absolutely right. Let us continue from where we left off. I assume you have no objections, Mr. Payne.
None at all, Your Honor.
Ms. Woods really looks like she's having a hard time. Judy's really struggling, Mr. Wright. I get the sense she's afraid of the courtroom itself. Because of yesterday? Yeah, it was understandable. Very traumatic for her. Poor thing. And here she is back at the courthouse again, being so brave. I'd like to make a request, Your Honor. If at all possible, I'd like to have Miss Woods rest in the lobby.
Given the defendant's condition... Very well, I grant special permission.
You go get some rest, Junie, and leave the rest to us. Okay, thank you. Sorry about this.
It's okay. We got more shit to go over. It's fine.
Phoenix Wright, I've been looking forward to meeting you.
It's been a while, Mr. Payne.
You're more clueless than I'd heard. I do believe you mean, how do you do? For I am Gaspin Payne.
Oh, this isn't the same guy. He has a different name. You know, I just realized his name. By the way, his name's Gaspin Payne, which is hilarious. I read that in the court record, and it didn't even occur to me that that's not the name of the other guy. The other guy had a different name.
I am the younger brother of your long-standing rival, Winston Payne.
Winston Payne. I didn't even think I ever really got that one, but yeah, there you go. What? Long-standing rival? When were we ever rivals, let alone long-standing? This is why he talks like this. I thought it was the same guy. I should have noticed his name was different. My bad.
You'll see, Mr. Wright. I will cleanse Winston of the disgrace he met with at your hands.
Looks like this royal pain is going to be as thoroughly unpleasant as the other.
Your Honor, the prosecution would now like to call a decisive witness to the stand. This witness will testify as to how the accused detonated the bomb in the courtroom.
Very well. Please call your witness, Mr. Payne.
Okay, it's a police officer. Is this going to be somebody we know?
Witness, your name and occupation, please.
Witness?
Name, Ted Tonate. Ted Tonate? Like detonate? But it's spelled Ted instead of det. Oh my god. Occupation bomb disposal specialist.
Oh my, what a strange robotic voice you have.
Speech synthesis via typing. It is the same as me talking. He sounds exactly like a robot.
Can't you speak in a normal manner?
I can. I can. He can. But I do not like to speak. Speaking is inefficient. Energy expenditure. Speaking greater than typing. Understand?
What an odd witness.
Mr. Tonate was in charge of the bomb for that trial and was there when it went off.
Being a bomb squad specialist, do you have any relation to the victim?
Negative. I first met the girl while on this job. Many people are employed by the police. I know only of a fraction of them. However, I was shocked when I first discovered the body of the victim.
Shocked?
I was the first one on the scene after the explosion. So, the guy we saw in the beginning with the goggles on and stuff, I think this is him. That's why he has his face covered. And his name is fucking Tonate, okay? Don't tell me this ain't the guy. I went there to ensure safety, but I ended up discovering a dead body. So he was the first to discover the body, was he?
He is here to testify about the circumstances surrounding the moment of the explosion.
Very well, the court will hear Mr. Tonate's testimony. But at the very least, show this court some respect and remove that face guard, witness.
Yep, it's him. Confirmed. All it took was that right there. Testimony time, y'all. Here we go. When the bomb went off. The bomb was originally disarmed by me, then transported here as evidence. Bomb name HH3000, operated by timer or with a remote. I was watching from the gallery when I suddenly became alarmed. I saw that the bomb's timer was counting down. Wow. Okay. So even though the bomb was supposed to be disarmed, it somehow got switched on? Precisely. Activating the timer is very simple. 1. Connect wires. 2. Switch on timer. A monkey could do it. I am sure even you would be able to, Mr. Wright. I guess this makes you the blue monkey in this barrel of fun, boss. I'd like to now begin my cross-examination. Huh? Why is there another bomb here?
Mr. Tonate, what is that?
HH3000, a.k.a. a bomb. A bomb?
Great googly moogly!
Yeah!
Mr. Tonate, I demand that you disarm it this instant.
Disassembly complete. Wow. 5.3 seconds, 0.2 seconds short of my personal best.
Are you trying to give me a heart attack? I'm not exactly a spring chicken, you know.
This is an exact replica of the HH3000. Oh, okay. It is used to practice disarming bombs. Disarm equals success. Explosion equals failure.
An exact replica of the bomb that exploded, is it? So that's what it looked like.
I submitted a photograph of the real bomb taken just before the trial. Okay. Dimensions, 10 inches height by 10 inches width by 10 inches depth. Weight, 12 pounds. A perfect replication.
Your bomb does appear to be a very good copy, indeed.
Yes, however, I could not replicate the detonation mechanism. It has a very puzzling wiring setup. It is regrettable. I could not replicate it.
Witness, that's enough. There is no need to replicate anything here.
HH3000 bomb updated in the court record. Okay.
And now, if the defense would begin their cross-examination... Huh? Where has Miss Sykes gone to?
I don't know. Where has she gone? Oh, did she duck because of the bomb? Athena, you could come out now. Okay, Mr. Wright, let's get to work. I guess you were pretty scared, huh? What? I don't know what you're talking about. She was about to bolt. Oh, she was about to bolt. Hey, put a sock in it, widget. As transparent as ever. Now, let's see. Where were we? We were at the cross-examination. Oh, cross-examination, of course. She seems disoriented. I wonder if she's alright. Maybe I should ask Athena if she remembers how to cross-examine to help her focus. I mean, I better ask just in case something's different about this that's not the same in the other games, you know? So let's make sure we know how to play the game correctly. Athena, you remember how to conduct a cross-examination, right?
What? Of course I do.
What kind of lawyer would I be if I didn't? Now, don't get upset. What do you say to humoring me with a little review?
You got it. Basically, we examine a witness's testimony
And compare it against the court record, searching carefully for any inconsistencies.
This green text represents a witness's testimony.
We can use L stick to advance the next statement of their testimony, and the L stick to go back to the previous statement. Paying close attention to the testimony, we should keep an ear out for anything strange, and be prepared to present our case for the court via the court record. The court record contains information on all the evidence we have at our disposal. We can use it to look for facts that conflict with what the witness has said, and present any counter evidence we find to refute their statement.
And what if nothing conflicts with the witness's testimony?
Well, that's when we press the witness for more information. Find any inconsistencies or lies in the testimony and reveal them to the court. That's what cross-examination is all about.
Looks like you remember it just as I taught it. And it was a nice refresher course for me, of course.
If you can't find any contradictions, and you flub up too often, don't be afraid to ask me for help. Press Y when the option to consult with me appears. I'll let you know where I think there's... Okay, so she's like a hint. You got like a hint system. That's kind of nice. Sounds good. I'll be counting on you if I can get in a bind. Alright, it's cross-examination time. We're going to have to press this fool, because I don't remember hitting any... I didn't see any contradictions right away. Alright, so when the bomb went off. Bomb was originally disarmed by me, then transported here as evidence. Alright, let's just press everything.
Hold it!
Hold it, bitch! You say that you disarmed the bomb, but are you really sure it was disarmed? Absolutely. I can disarm anything. In a flash. That looks more like dismantled than disarmed to me. Oh, pardon me. Let's see. Is there any chance you could have forgotten to disarm the bomb? Impossible. I do not make rudimentary mistakes like that. They say to err is human. Although, the jury is still out on this guy.
If you must know, Mr. Wright, according to the court's own records, the fact that the bomb had indeed been disarmed was officially confirmed.
I guess I can rule out the possibility that he forgot to disarm it. Could you talk about the bomb in a little more detail for the court, Mr. Tonade?
Certainly.
Alright, so bomb is the HH3000, has a timer with a remote. Let's press that.
Hold it!
What was the approximate size and weight of the bomb?
Dimensions. Weight, 12 pounds. This information is also written on the photograph.
Ah, yes, here it is on the back. According to this, the case is made out of alloy plating 5/16 of an inch thick. That certainly sounds like one thick and very heavy bit of metal.
I bet if I dropped that thing on your foot, you'd be hopping.
If you dropped that thing anywhere, I'd be hopping for the nearest exit. And be hoping to not die, too.
Very well, I believe the court has heard enough about the bomb itself. So, Mr. Tonate, you were keeping an eye on the bomb. Where were you watching from?
I was watching from the gallery when I suddenly became alarmed. Why were you alarmed, sir? Why were you in the gallery?
My duties may have been over for the moment, but I wanted to keep watch. Even though the bomb was disarmed, you can never be too careful. Explosive devices are very dangerous things.
Ah, how admirably responsible of you. A model to be emulated.
I practice disarming bombs every day.
I practice assembling them, too. The disarming part I get, but assembling them?
Well, I'll have you know that I practice presenting evidence every day myself. I see, but do you ever practice having evidence presented to you?
Presented to me?
What? No, Then you cannot very well call yourself a professional yet, can you?
That does it. I'm going to start practicing having evidence presented to me every day. And you'd better drink some coffee, boss. We're going to be pulling an all-nighter. I don't think that will be necessary. Or worth either of our time.
So, Mr. Tonate, what did you witness from the gallery?
I saw that the bomb's timer was counting down.
Hold it!
You saw it counting down clearly with your own eyes? I'd hardly think a timer as small as the one on this bomb could be seen from the gallery. These goggles help me see very small things clearly from very far away. I can even see what you had for breakfast by looking at your tie. Why do I suddenly feel like a bug under a magnifying glass? I guess it's possible he saw the timer if he was wearing those goggles. I'm not so sure. There's something that just doesn't sit right with me. Huh? I don't think I follow. The bomb was completely hidden inside the stuffed animal. Yeah, I was going to say, it wasn't in the stuffed animal. How could you see the timer? So well concealed, in fact, that it didn't even look like a bomb at all. So you're trying to find testimony that conflicts with the evidence, right? That's right. Listening carefully to Mr. Tone's testimony is just the first step. After that, it's just a matter of taking a look at any evidence that seems relevant. Remember that you'll open the court record when you go to present something. If you find evidence that conflicts with the testimony, present it with why. Let's see. This testimony is about the bomb when the bomb went off. So I think the state it was in at the time would be pretty important. A bomb that didn't look like a bomb because it was inside of a stuffed animal, huh? Alright, so I think that was the whole testimony, right? Yeah. So I think we just have to present the bomb itself because there's no fucking way you could see the timer when it was inside of the fucking animal, right? So there you go.
Objection!
So you say you saw the bomb's countdown, is that right? Of course, I clearly saw it counting down to 0. And I say that you are clearly lying! What are you talking about? There's no way you could have seen the bomb's timer. After all, the bomb was concealed inside a stuffed animal. Yeah, bitch. Mr. Tonate, how can you claim to know the bomb was about to go off? When you couldn't even see the timer, motherfucker! But that... What? No! Wow, just that easy, huh?
That does seem like a glaring inconsistency indeed. Witness, how do you explain this?
Well, Ooh, that was great, Mr. Wright. You found a contradiction right off the bat. Always remember, Athena, when you find an inconsistency in a witness's testimony, there's always a reason behind it. Could be a lie, a hidden meaning, a secret. Whatever it is, it's up to us to dig it out. And pointing out every contradiction we find is the best way to do it, right, boss? Now the question is, what can we dig out of Mr. Tonate? Well, let me see. No, there must be some mistake. Oh, yes. Yes, of course. I remember now. The sound. I knew because of the sound. Oh my god, we're doing this sound thing now. This is very familiar from, like, the very first case in the first Ace Attorney. With, you know, knowing that the clock was a clock. I could hear it, I could see it, I could whatever it, you know. Like, bitch, you're just giving yourself away by saying any details about it at all. Anyway, who's this RoboCop Omega? I mean, he's literally a cop who detonates, or I should say, his name is Ted Donate, or Tonate, Ted Tonate, like detonate. He's literally the quote-unquote bomb expert for the cops, although he's seeming a lot more like he's actually the one responsible for this whole situation. But anyway,
Sound? What sound?
when the timer of this type of bomb is switched on, it beeps softly. Beep, beep, beep. It is the sound of the bomb counting down.
A beeping noise, you say? I suppose it would be possible to notice that even with the bomb inside the stuffed animal.
I simply made a mistake. My bad. I said I saw it clearly with my eyes from far away because I am a fucking liar.
Objection!
How in the world did you hear such a tiny little sound all the way from the gallery? Listening for the sound of a bomb's timer is an integral part of my work. I constantly undergo training so that I will never miss it. I hardly think training would help you hear something so soft, so far away. What now? Are you making light of the fine science of disarming bombs? It is a solemn mission that I put my life on the line to perform. What kind of specialist would I be if I could not hear a bomb's timer? It's not like disassembling a toaster, you know. Now he's just showing off.
You keep asserting that the sound was too tiny to hear, but the only tiny thing here is your skill as a lawyer. Being mistrustful is not an attractive quality, you know.
And you're just overflowing with attractive qualities, are you?
Or perhaps you have some proof that Mr. Tonate did not hear the sound.
Well, no, but it still seems totally suspect. But it's going to be really hard to prove that he didn't hear something.
If I have this correct, the prosecution's argument is that someone reactivated the bomb before it was brought into the courtroom. What I don't understand, Mr. Payne, is why you believe that person to be Ms. Woods.
That's simple, Your Honor. Mr. Tonate happened to be there when it happened. He was there when the defendant rearmed the bomb.
So basically what he's saying is this guy is the accusatory witness versus the defendant. That's all we have. He said, she said is all we have.
What's this now?
It happened before the trial started. It was when Detective Arm and I were transporting the bomb. We brought the bomb to the lobby for the defense. Bomb equals evidence. The lawyer wanted to see it before the start of the trial.
Looking for a chance to get at the bomb, Ms. Woods was already there in that lobby. Her goal was surely to rearm the bomb and steal the remote switch.
The remote switch? Yes, the switch that controls the bomb remotely. Duh. It has been missing ever since the incident. So we have a missing remote switch has been added to the court record. A switch that starts the time bomb's countdown was stolen just before the blast and is now missing. Yeah? You think? I am partially to blame. I left the bomb and remote on top of the transport case, and they were rearmed and stolen while I was talking with the lawyer.
The defendant then used the remote from the inside the courtroom to start the timer.
Objection!
Bish, please. How can you assert so unequivocally that the bomb was rearmed in the lobby?
Objection!
The bomb was safely secured in the transport case. The only time it was outside of the case was in that lobby. Therefore, that was the one and only opportunity anyone had to meddle with it.
Someone other than Mr. Tonate could have opened the case and taken the bomb out. Impossible. The transport case is assigned exclusively to me. Do you see this number here? That is my identification number. And I have the only key that can open the case. Bomb transport case added to the court record. So he's basically giving himself away. This like all the evidence points to you, sir. It's your case. You had the bomb. You knew where the detonator was, but it disappeared. Dude, you totally did this shit. Nevertheless, Mr. Payne's assertion is nothing more than conjecture. You have no proof that it was Ms. Woods who stole the remote switch.
And by the same token, you have no proof that it wasn't her. But what I do have is a piece of evidence that proves the defendant handled the bomb.
Ugh, that tail.
5 minutes, 24 seconds, 2.3 decaseconds, or deciseconds. The defense's advantage lasted a mere 5 minutes.
Ugh, talk about a rotten hand. As long as they have her fingerprints as their trump card, I'm at a big disadvantage.
It appears we will have to hear from the defendant herself once more.
I wholeheartedly agree, Your Honor. I would like to recall Ms. Woods to the stand.
I trust you have no objections, Mr. Wright.
I'm worried about her condition, but we do need her testimony. On the other hand, I'm not sure I want to make Athena mad. I can read your feelings, you know, boss. Guess there's no hiding from her, huh? Don't worry. I know we need her testimony. But if anybody picks on her again, they'll pay. Guess she's already at anger level 1. Don't worry. I'll stop the proceedings before I let anything bad happen to her. The defense has no objections, Your Honor. In that case, I will take my leave. But before I do, there is just one more thing, Mr. Wright. Is it... Me? Yes. Dismantling bombs is my job. Dismantling the case is yours. Do you think you can handle it? I look forward to seeing you try. Ugh, this guy's hiding something. I just know it. Now, if you will excuse me. fuckface.
Bailiff, please go out to the lobby and bring back the defendant.
Alright, she's back, y'all. She's not looking any better, though.
Junie! Hi, Thena.
She looks even worse off than before.
Don't worry, Junie. We're here for you. Thanks, Thena. And I'll do my best, too. You blew up the courtroom because you bear resentment against the courts, correct? No, of course not. What's that you say? I can barely hear you. I haven't done anything wrong. This prosecutor's scary.
Objection!
What an impudent little girl. Stop acting innocent. Tell the truth.
This is getting ugly.
You rearmed the bomb because you wanted to blow up the courthouse. Admit it. That's why you went to the lobby where Mr. Justice was. Isn't that right?
Mr. Wright, can I go give that prosecutor a smack? What? Of course not. Do we have to review courtroom manners 101 again? We can't let that creep let a creep that bullies innocent girls like off so easily. I haven't forgotten about how he treated you.
Don't worry about me. Just help Junie. Her heart's crying out. She's so scared. So very scared.
Looks like Athena's picking something up with her heightened sense of hearing. So Athena has really good hearing, huh? Okay. And it sounds like this time, it's the voice of Ms. Wood's heart.
Don't deny it! You stole the remote switch and used it in the courtroom, didn't you?
Objection!
Your Honor, please put a stop to this. Mr. Payne is badgering the defendant.
Yes, Ms. Woods does seem quite frightened. Mr. Payne, I ask that you behave more like a gentleman.
Ah, but don't you know, Your Honor? There is no more a gentleman in this world than I.
Ugh, as if a gentleman or even a gentle man would behave like he does. Don't let that rude ruffian win.
Thena. How dare you call a gentleman such as I a rude ruffian? I'll have you know I attend a manners class every Saturday. I'm more than just a mere gentleman. I'm a genteel man. Not when you're terrorizing a young lady, you're not. I demand my money back from that manners class if I were you.
Urgh! I should probably be the adult here and stop the two of them, but it's entertaining as hell, so, you know, let it go.
Mr. Payne, that will be enough.
Certainly, Your Honor. No further questions. Let's move on to the defendant's testimony. Ms. Woods, please share with the court what you were doing when the bomb went off.
Oh boy, this is gonna go well. What's up, DJ? Welcome back. How's it going? It's going all right. We're getting through this first case. We're up to the defendant's testimony. We're just getting her first words that she's actually going to explain what happened when the bomb went off and what she was doing. Let's see how this goes. Such a genteel man indeed, ex-gamer. Welcome in, by the way. How you doing?
Well, that day I was watching from the gallery. The bomb went off. And rubble started falling. It fell on top of me.
Wow. What a testimony. Junie's clearly in pain, being forced to recall the bombing like this. She can't even get her words out. This isn't going to work. So what now? Hey, wait a minute. Even if she can't vocalize what she wants to say, we can listen to what's inside her heart. Yes, now's the perfect time to use Athena's power. You can hear it, can't you, Athena? The cries of Ms. Wood's heart. Yes, and they sound incredibly strained. She's so scared. I think she could collapse at any second. Athena has a unique ability, you see. With her finely tuned sense of hearing, she can hear the words of a witness's heart. In essence, she can sense how a person is really feeling from the tone of their voice. Guess it's all up to Athena and her special ability now. Okay. Athena, I want you to use the analytical psychology you studied. And listen to the testimony of Ms. Wood's heart. Okay, boss. I'll give it a go. After all, this is the whole reason I put all that effort into studying analytical psychology. Auf geht's. Let's do this. I meant something in German. Auf geht's. Let's do this. What is going on? Hello? So your holographic thingamabob can show us how Ms. Woods is feeling, right? In a nutshell, yes. The emotions and images that I picked up on just now while listening to her testimony. I can enter all of that into Widget and use the mood matrix to analyze them. The mood matrix? What the hell? Okay. What the heck's going on here? These mood markers here reflect fluctuations in Junie's emotions. When she feels happy or is enjoying the memory, the happy marker will light up. When she feels angry or frustrated, the angry marker will react. When she feels sadness or is frightened by the memory, the sad marker will blink. And when she feels surprised or confused, the surprised marker will let us know. Okay. So with your special ability in Widget's Mood Matrix program, we can track how Ms. Woods is feeling as she testifies. Talk about the wonders of technology. Yep. Now let's give it a shot. I'm picking up on some kind of discord or noise in Junie's heart. Noise level 100%. See here? This is what the noise looks like in the Mood Matrix. It's a result of inconsistencies between her testimony and her feelings. If we can pinpoint these inconsistencies, the noise level should drop. Okay, it's time to listen to Ms. Woods' true testimony. Yeah, dude, we're going to snoop in on her Discord. Exactly, DJ. Just to notice that the defense attorneys are always Greek gods. Phoenix, Apollo, Athena. Wow. I don't know if I ever really noticed that, Omega, but you're wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Although I don't know if Phoenix is a Greek god so much, but definitely like a Greek legendary creature, whatever you call it, mythical creature. So anyway, well, that day, I was watching from the gallery. The bomb went off. That's the surprise thing, okay. And rubble started falling, okay. It fell on top of me. Wait, why is she happy about that? Hold on. I think I have a good grasp on Junie's emotional state now. This power of Athena is incredible. And I'm seeing an unexpected emotion that's inconsistent with the content of her testimony. What? Already? Yeah, that last one had happy and surprised. Yeah. This one right here. Look at this. When she says it fell on top of me, the happy marker's reacting. Well, look at that. That is odd. There must be a reason for this contradictory emotion. We just need to do some digging. When you find an unexpected emotion, you'll first need to pinpoint it, and then select the unexpected emotion or reaction from the other from the four mood markers with A. Okay. So we say pinpoint, and then we just say, how do I pick which one? Okay. Widget is registering joy when Ms. Woods recalls the rubble falling on her. There must be a reason for this unexpected emotion. Ms. Woods, as the rubble was falling, was there also something that made you feel happy? What? Mr. Wright, that feeling of happiness is spreading throughout Junie's heart. Keep going on this point, and I bet Junie will start to calm down. Great, let's hear what she has to say. Just as I was about to escape the courtroom, the bomb went off. I was so startled. I tripped. And then rubble started falling on top of me. I really thought I was done for. But just then, Apollo came and rescued me. Oh, Apollo saved her. That's how Apollo got fucked up. He saved her and got fucked up in the process. You kind of wish the game didn't make that part a bit too automatic. I mean, this is the first trial, to be fair. Like, this is the tutorial trial, basically. I don't count this trial as, like, part of the actual, you know, overall story arc. I know we're setting up new characters and new things, but I think the whole point of this is just tutorial, because new stuff and things like that. And if we keep sitting here, this scarf is going to keep going for kilometers and kilometers. You're not wrong. Apollo?
He used his own body to shield me from the rubble.
So that's when he sustained those injuries.
How do you feel, Junie?
Did talking about Apollo give you some courage?
Yes, Apollo is just like the sun, strong and bright and warm, and also Apollo is the sun god, so it makes sense.
Oh yeah, she definitely has a crush on Apollo, 100% Omega.
Just talking about it makes me feel like a leaf undergoing photosynthesis.
And see, your coughing stopped all of a sudden.
Oh, you're right. Thank you, Athena.
Hell yeah, noise level down to 50%. Looks like you were able to draw out some new testimony. Pretty neat, huh? But there's still some noise left, meaning there must be still some discord in Junie's heart. I guess we'll have to keep going then. Let me input this new information and update the mood matrix, and we'll be good to go. You remember what to do, right? When I find an unexpected emotion, I should first pinpoint it. That's right, and then you select it from the mood markers with A. If we can find the reason for the discord in her heart, then we should be able to draw even more new testimony out. It's an interesting new mechanic, for sure. Alright.
I tried to run, but I was too slow. Before I could get away, the bomb went off. I was so startled I tripped, then rubble started falling on me. I thought I was done for.
Info update. That's a lot of emotions.
But then Apollo came and rescued me.
Well, clearly here's our mixed emotions. I'm guessing the sad one on the bottom left is the one I need to figure out what the heck that's about. The blue one, for sure. Why were you sad? You were happy when Mr. Justice rescued you, weren't you?
Yes, I was really happy.
But was there also something that you felt sad about at the time?
Sad?
The reason I ask is, when you were describing how you were rescued, we sensed a little sadness too.
Oh, I think it's probably because of Bum Rap Riney?
What? Bum Rap Riney. I mean, what? Because it's a... There's the animal, which was called... What was he called again? Doesn't have the name. This was like Fanty... Something Fanty. Bum Rap Riney? Is there another stuffed animal involved here? Bum Rap Riney? Well, what do you know? Something new.
That's right. I brought my stuffed animal, Bum Rap Riney, to watch the trial with me.
Oh.
Bum Rap Riney and Phony Fanty are brothers.
Oh, and he's got the same fucking tail. Bet money that Riney has the same fucking tail as the Fanty. Son of a bitch. Who knew that the legal world could inspire a whole line of merchandise?
I had Bum Rap Riney with me while I was watching the trial. But it wasn't until Apollo saved me that I realized I'd lost him as I was running away. My poor Riney, victim of that terrible bomb. Oh, I know. You can see what he looks like in this poster.
Yup, he's got the same fucking tail. There you go. No more bum raps, yo. Wow, that's hilarious.
It's for the campaign to eradicate fake evidence and false charges.
Phony Fanty and Bum Rap Riney, huh? Nothing against the campaign, but why an elephant and a rhinoceros?
Mr. Wright, I don't sense any discord in Junie's heart anymore.
Hell yeah, noise level 0. We did it.
So I guess that means we managed to draw out all of her testimony. That's right. I'll just make an update with the new info and we'll have the whole picture. So you think her new testimony will help?
Absolutely. I don't know what I would have done without you, Athena. So Bum Rap Riney was in the courtroom when the bomb went off. Now that we know that, it changes the meaning of that other piece of evidence. All I have to do is present it at the right statement. Absolutely. So we got to present the tail in the right statement.
I was watching from the gallery with Bum Rap Riney. I tried to run, but I was too slow. Before I could get out of the courtroom, the bomb went off. I was so startled I tripped and then rubble started falling. I thought I was done for. But then Apollo came and rescued me.
Alright, so obviously this is the only thing that has to do with the rhino. I'm going to present the tail here. What's up with that?
Objection!
Ms. Woods, I know this trial has been very hard for you, but you can relax now. You are without a doubt innocent.
Mr. Wright, what wild assertion are you making now?
My wild assertion is simply this. The two stuffed animals were mixed up. The tail the defendant's fingerprints were found on wasn't that a phony Fanty. It was the tail of her gallery companion, Bumrap Riney. No shit, dog.
What? What nonsense is that? I concede they're both stuffed animals, yes, but they're completely different characters. An elephant and a rhino, they're as distinct as a defense lawyer and a prosecutor.
But are they really so different? Both defense lawyers and prosecutors strive to protect the peace through law. Even elephants and rhinos have some similar characteristics. They're both gray, for example. Anyway, this poster is all I need to prove my assertion to be true. If I may direct the court's attention here, you'll clearly see how the two got mixed up. The tail. The tail.
Take that!
Well, would you look at that? The two tails are exactly the same.
Yes, exactly. The two stuffed animals are based on entirely different animals. But the design of their tails is exactly the same, motherfucker. Ah! And his hair got fucked up. Got him.
Order! Order in the court. As long as the possibility exists that the tail belongs to Bumrap Riney, we can no longer consider it to be decisive proof that the defendant handled the bomb. As things stand, I consider the charges against the accused unsubstantiated. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Payne?
Oh, yes, of course, Your Honor.
Ooh, that was great, Mr. Wright. You turned things right around. Yeah, it's not over yet, but at least we managed to hold out this long.
I believe that brings our proceedings for today to a close. Mr. Payne, I'm afraid you have some serious investigating ahead of you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Let us reconvene tomorrow. Court is adjourned.
Wow, even the first case has an extra day. I was not expecting that. December 17th, 11:56 a.m. District Court. Defendant. Lobby number 5. That was so exciting, boss. We did it. True to form, you managed to just barely pull it off at the very last moment. True to form? Gee, I never knew you had such a glowing opinion of me.
Thank you for everything you're doing.
You did great, Miss Woods. You really stuck it out. And you got really brave at the end, just when we needed you most, Junie. Thanks to you, we were able to turn things around.
Well, you were the one who gave me that courage, Thena.
Really? Thanks. So, be honest, was I any help at all? Of course. Without you, we would have never gotten out of that tight spot.
That's good to hear.
I may still have a lot to learn, but you can bet I'm going to give it my all. I'll be so good that one day you'll call me your partner. That's what I like to hear. Analytical psychology, the ability to solve the riddles of a person's heart. Athena's true potential is beginning to really shine through now. Hey, where's Apollo anyway? Good question. I almost forgot about him. I assumed he'd still be here in the lobby.
Oh, I know. Maybe he's still in courtroom number 4.
Oh, maybe he's investigating. You never know. Anyway, turning things around is pretty much the main theme of the entire series. I agree, X-Gamer. That's exactly what it's all about. Courtroom number 4? What would he be doing at the scene of the explosion?
When I came out to the lobby to rest, I told Apollo about Bumrap Riney. I told him I dropped Riney in the courtroom as I was trying to escape before the blast.
Ah, we're going to have some new evidence, aren't we?
And then Apollo said he had an idea where Riney might be, so we went to take a look together.
Huh. I guess Apollo can be pretty nice when he wants to be. So you went looking for Riney together before you were called back to courtroom 5?
Yes. I'd had some time to rest, so I was able to go and look for him. But then they called me in to the courtroom number 5 to testify. Apollo insisted on staying there, though.
With all those injuries? I wonder how he's managing.
I think Apollo might have figured something out.
Wonder what it was.
He told me I'm going to look for evidence to clear your name, Juniper.
Just maybe he found some new piece of evidence? Anyway, we'd better go and get him. Good idea. Good idea, y'all. December 17th, 12:11 p.m. District Court. Courtroom number 4.
Where are you, Apollo? Trial's over for today.
Is he gonna be okay?
You know you're...
Uh-oh.
No.
Apollo, no! He better not be fucking dead. That'd be jacked up. We just got here, man. What a place to be continued me also. Nice. Nice. Alright, guys. Well, I guess that's part 1 of case 1 of Dual Destinies. We did it. Yay.